As a handbag lover, I wonder if you guys anytime ask yourselves if you'll ever reach purse piece, because I know I'm constantly asking myself this question. Hi everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is May and today I'm doing a tag video. Now Karine here was sweet enough to tag me to do this video, and it's basically 5 handbag brands that I've never purchased from but I'm interested in. I'll make sure to leave her video linked down below since she does talk about 2 brands which I will also be mentioning in this video. I will also leave the video from the original creator, which is Lisa from at Luxury and Life in the Middle. Just want to make sure I get her handle correct. So I'll leave her video linked down below since she was the original creator of this tag. Now get ready because we have some color in this video, and the last one that I will be mentioning might come to you as a little bit of a surprise. Diving right into the first handbag brand that I'm interested in and really don't have any pieces from, and that is Givenchy. Now if you are an OG viewer of mine, this pick will come at no surprise, and that is the mini Antigona. This is definitely my type of handbag. I personally love a good top handle, and I'm really drawn to these style of handbags in that kind of like boxy look. I feel like they're very classic and very comfortable to use on the daily. The mini Antigona has been, or the Antigona just in general, has been a line in Givenchy that has truly held the test of time. It's been out now for a numerous amount of years. They have various sizes in it too, and they've released various leather types and colors over the seasons. Now in particular, and this might come at a shock to most of you, is I am very interested in that beautiful shiny leather that they offer their handbags in. I really feel that for a more casual bag, which is the vibe that the mini Antigona gives me, the box leather option really dresses it up in a sense. They have absolutely stunning colors this season in this box leather. They have a cognac, which you guys know is my go-to. And then they also released a beautiful fuchsia for 2023 that is absolutely stunning, you guys. I saw it on the website as I was doing research for this video. And the other day we were walking around Miami Design District, which is like an area in Miami that has a lot of like high-end luxury stores. And I saw it on the window display, and oh, it is even more beautiful in person, to be honest. I personally would not dive into a bold color like that for this type of handbag. I would probably lean towards a black or that beautiful cognac. I really do think that the Antigona will be one that I will add into my collection at some point. Once again, it's been a bag that I've always been intrigued by. I always go into the store and I try it on. In the mini size in particular, I think it could seamlessly be incorporated for daytime as well as for nighttime, and it'll look really nice with any outfit that you choose to put it together with. Now we will dive into some contemporary brands later on in this video. However, let's stick with designer for the moment, and another brand that I own nothing from but I'm definitely intrigued by is Bottega Veneta. My friend here, Mel, on YouTube and Instagram, and in real life for that matter, has a ton of beautiful handbags from Bottega Veneta. Anytime I think Bottega Veneta, I automatically think of their beautiful signature green color, the parakeet. I would love to add, honestly, the mini Jodie in that color. I think it'll be such a fun pop of color to have in my collection. The mini Jodie itself, I believe it to be a very classic from the fashion house as well. We have seen it being released in a numerous amount of sizes and a ton of colors every season that comes by. I love the woven detail of this handbag as well. The knot is just so beautifully placed where it makes it comfortable for you to carry the bag. I would definitely carry the mini as a handheld or in the crook of the arm sort of situation. So for me and my style and my life at the moment, I feel like that size would just be perfect. It fits pretty much the essentials. I have played around with it in store, so I can fit my phone, a little card holder, sunglasses, and a little small packet of wipes, a lip gloss, hand sanitizer, hand cream, pill box. My bare basic essentials, but what I need to carry on the daily pretty much. So ideally what I think I will be doing is adding some sort of Cartier card holder or maybe a small wallet from them. I really want to try out their leather, and this is something that I learned from Minx here on YouTube years ago that I've been watching her. Anytime that she wants to dive into a new fashion house, she kind of starts with a small leather good, since it is something that she's going to be using a lot more. And then hopefully I will fall in love with the leather and this color even more, and ultimately add the mini Jodie. I definitely think that I will be opting to wait it out and add this bag during one of my Europe trips, because here in the States, this bag goes for over $2,500, and for my personal budget, I just think that that's a little bit too much for a handbag. While in Europe, it does go for, I believe, under the $2,000 mark, and I feel a little bit more comfortable adding it at that price point. Now, before we jump into that contemporary brand, which I have been intrigued by for quite some time now, if you are new around here, please consider subscribing. We definitely talk way too much about handbags on this channel, but I also like to incorporate some fashion videos, give you a little bit of outfit inspiration with my handbags, whether they are high-end or contemporary. And I also throw in some travel vlogs from time to time. Now, getting into the contemporary brand, which I've never purchased anything from, but I'm definitely interested in, and that is Demelier. I've done a few videos already this year mentioning this brand, and the only reason why I haven't added something from them in my collection is because I have added a few handbags already into my collection this year, and I really want to enjoy my bags. I don't want to have bags just to have them sit on a shelf as a display. I really want to enjoy my bags, grab them, use them, and ultimately even be able to give you guys a really in-depth, thorough review. So for that reason, I'm really trying to be good and not add any other handbags until probably later on, if not even maybe next year. But this one, you guys, this one I might have to break that rule for. Demelier is just one of those brands which I feel releases really unique yet classic handbags. They sort of remind me of Polène in the sense that even though they go towards the basic styles of silhouette for handbags, they have totes, they have top handles, they have crossbodies, they somehow add a unique little touch to their handbags that just makes it their own, and that's really what calls my attention. I love their very smooth kind of like box leather style bags. I do follow Samantha Guerrero on Instagram, and she just unboxed the Montreal in the midi size. Now this is the one that ultimately grabbed my attention from Demelier to begin with. They have a ton of different silhouettes and very beautiful handbags, but the Montreal is the one that continuously just grabs my attention. They just had the regular size Montreal and then a nano size, which is so tiny but really reminds me of my Polène micro bag. So now that they released the midi, I am even more in love with this handbag style. I also know that they do a sale around Black Friday, so I might wait off for that just to be able to get a little bit more of an added discount. But regardless of the fact, these handbags are really well priced in my opinion. So even if that's not the case, I still think that it will be one that I will ultimately add into my collection. Now my fourth pick is another one that Corinne also mentioned in her video, and that is the Loewe puzzle bag. Funny enough, I actually did mention Loewe in my like 5 underrated handbag brands video that I did, I believe last year, and I still stand by that. I feel like Loewe has some really nice leather, and from the people that I have watched that have had bags for many years and the reviews that they do, they always rave about how well the leather holds up. In particular, I am drawn to a very basic yet classic silhouette in their line, and that is the Loewe puzzle bag in the mini size. I do feel like the medium is a little bit too large. I feel like the mini is such a fun little size. It actually fits a good amount of things, and I think it's so cute to wear top handle and also crossbody. I think Loewe is one of those fashion houses that does color really well too. They release different colors every season as well. And they also do sort of like different color combinations within their handbags, which I feel is very fun for these pieces. I have mentioned this in some of my previous videos, but I really do feel like I've curated a very classic go-to collection. I put together an outfit and really all of my handbags just pair really well with my whole wardrobe. So I'm at the point of my handbag collection career where I can be a little bit more fun and be a little bit more adventurous as to the choices that I decide to add. And the Loewe puzzle bag, I feel, would be sort of that little adventurous touch that I'm missing. Now that we're nearing the end, and this is the 5th brand which I own nothing from but I am interested in, and that is Mulberry. So I know, hear me out. If you have been following me for a little bit, you did see that we actually were in Copenhagen for our wedding anniversary trip. And previous to that trip, I did do a video asking you guys to help me pick like my next handbag, and I mentioned Mulberry. And the reason why I feel like this pick is gonna come at a surprise for you guys is because I ultimately went into the boutique, I tried on the bag, and I said how underwhelmed I was by the look of the leather itself. I honestly felt, and don't come for me please, I'm just sharing my opinion, that it was very like plasticky, if I can say that. It just felt sort of like a fake leather, not a real soft, supple leather like it shows on the website. So I was very underwhelmed. I even posted it on my Instagram stories when I went in, and a bunch of you guys were like, wow, I can't believe it, because you all had raved so much about the leather in that video and told me how much you loved your Mulberry pieces and how well the leather had held up over the years that you've owned pieces from them. So that sort of lingered with me, and I was like, you know what, maybe I just got like a bad batch of handbags in that boutique. So we ended up walking into another boutique during that trip, and I actually ran into a fairly new release from them. It is called the Islington, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And you guys, the leather on this handbag was exactly what I was waiting to see from Mulberry. It was such a soft yet beautifully grained calfskin leather. I mean, I was obsessed. I was talking to the SA while I was looking at the handbag. They just had 2 colors at the boutique because, as I said, it is a newly released handbag, so they didn't have all the colors available. I played around with it a little bit, and this was what I was expecting from Mulberry. So once again, Mulberry is back on the list of handbag brands that I am definitely interested in potentially adding in the future. I'm excited that I was able to give Mulberry a shot again and go into a separate standing boutique and actually take a look at their handbags. Because as I said, a ton of you were just sort of surprised at how underwhelmed I was during that trip to Copenhagen when I shared those bags with you. I'm hoping that as this bag gets a little bit more popular, they might add a couple more pops of colors, because that is ultimately the route that I am trying to go to as I continue adding new handbags into my collection. Alright guys, so that does it for this video. Thank you again to Corinne for tagging me. You were so sweet to do so. I'll make sure to leave her video down below for you guys to check out. As usual, I'm probably a little bit late at releasing this tag video, but if you have not yet shared the 5 brands that you own nothing from and interest you, I would love to hear your picks. Thank you again for taking the time out of your day to watch today. I will link 2 other videos here for you guys to check out next, and as always, I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.